I'm getting kind of bored of reviewing vampire movies, so why not review an action movie for a change? 1971's Shaft, which I mentioned in my Blackula video. While heading to work, private detective John Shaft, played by Richard Roundtree, finds a gangster hanging out by a shop and holds him at gunpoint, asking him some questions. When they arrive at his office, John Shaft beats the crap out of him and another gangster. The first gangster falls out the window, while the remaining gangster reveals that Bumpy Jonas, the leader of a Harlem-based organized crime family, wants Shaft brought over to him. When Shaft meets Bumpy, played by Moses Gunn, the latter reveals that his daughter's been kidnapped. Shaft initially dismisses it at first, thinking that she was on drugs, but Bumpy knows that his daughter wouldn't do anything like that and continues to plead Shaft for help, which he agrees, even recommending him to another guy named Ben Buford, played by Christopher St. John. After not finding anything the whole day, Shaft finally finds Ben's apartment and knocks on his door. Ben initially does not want Shaft's presence, but then suddenly an unknown assailant kills all of Ben's men. After narrowly escaping death, Shaft gets a call from his boss, Police Lieutenant Vic Andrazi, played by Charles Cioffi, that he was the victim all along, and not Ben, and that other incidents with Bumpy and the Mafia had culminated in other murders. Hearing this, the next time Shaft, as well as Ben, meet up with Bumpy, they accuse him of setting up the shootout. However, when Shaft agrees with Ben to pay him $10,000 for all the men that he lost, he and Shaft decide to team up together to rescue Bumpy's daughter. The next night, Shaft realizes that mobsters are watching his apartment from a nearby bar that he lives by. So he pretends to be a bartender and calls his boss to have him arrested. Meanwhile, while having infinite Riz points at the same time. Seriously, he has more Riz than most of my classmates. The next day, at Cafe Reggio, Shaft is picked up by an Italian mob store, and he guides him to the apartment where Marcy is kept. Ben's men are not far behind, and when he gets to the hotel, Shaft holds the escort at gunpoint, but he gets shot himself, which requires immediate medical attention when he gets back home. That night, after Shaft finishes recuperating, he, Ben, and Ben's men go to the hotel where Marcy is kept and pose as some hotel workers in order to sneak up. Then, you know what? I'm just going to let the next 30 seconds show you how the movie ends. Hey, yo, Shaft, can you end this review for me? I'm in a bit of a time crunch.
Looks like you're gonna have to close it yourself. Shitty.
Damn, bro. He just roasted me. To sum it all up, the action scenes are great. Richard Roundtree is the most badass hero I've ever seen. Like, Jesus, man. They don't make action heroes like this anymore. Overall, I'd rate this movie a 10 out of 10. Go check it out. It's pretty fun. And also, thanks, Dad, for showing me this movie.